So you just got the promotion. You're a manager. First off, congratulations. But pretty quickly, that excitement can kind of turn into a big question. Okay, now what? The real work is just starting. Today, we're going to cut through all the noise and focus on the 3 foundational skills that are actually going to make or break your success in this new role. Let's dive in.
Look, let's just be real for a second. You're probably a rock star at your old job, right? I mean, that's how you got here. But here's the tough part. The skills that made you an amazing individual contributor are not the same skills that are going to make you a great manager. So what do you really need to focus on from day one?
This jump from doing the work yourself to getting work done through others, it's honestly one of the biggest challenges you'll face in your career. It's a complete shift in how you think, how you act, and what your job even is.
And this is the core of that shift. Your job isn't about your personal to-do list anymore. It's about taking all the resources you have, your people, their time, their unique talents, and directing them to create a result. You've got to stop thinking like the star violinist and start thinking like the conductor of the whole orchestra.
Now you might be thinking, hey, my company's got this. They're sending me to manager training. And that's great. But a lot of organizations with the best intentions fall into a pretty common trap. So often, companies throw new managers into these high-level courses about abstract leadership theory, or super complex finance, or dense HR policies. And look, that stuff is important down the road, but it's not what you need to survive and thrive in your first 6 months. They completely skip over the basics, the building blocks. So you have to wonder, what's supposed to be in that other column?
Well, a study that looked at this exact problem found something really interesting. The most successful new managers all had a set of very practical, hands-on skills that their struggling peers just didn't. And it's probably not what you're thinking.
All right, here we go. Foundational skill number 1, and it's a huge one, functional expertise. Now, this might sound, completely obvious, but you would be shocked at how often this gets overlooked when we talk about what makes a good manager.
So what is it? It's actually super simple. It just means you really truly get the work your team does. If you manage marketers, you need to know marketing inside and out. If you manage engineers, you have to understand the code, the problems, the process. It's all about credibility. Your team needs to know that you've been in the trenches, that you get it. And here's why that's absolutely non-negotiable. Without that deep expertise, you just can't be a good coach. I mean, think about it. How can you possibly guide a salesperson on a make-or-break call, or help a junior designer with a tough layout, if you don't actually understand the function? This is how you earn their trust. This is how you help them win.
Okay, so you've got the expertise. What's next? Skill number 2 is all about brilliant planning and execution. This is where you take that knowledge and actually turn it into results for the team. This is where the rubber meets the road.
And it's a cycle, right? You start by creating a really solid plan, and then you assign those tasks out clearly. But, and this is so important, you have to be ready to change that plan the moment it hits the real world, because it always will. Your most valuable role then becomes being the crisis solver, the person who clears the path when things go wrong. And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Because no plan survives first contact with reality. A team member gets stuck, a deadline is about to be blown. What does a great manager do in that moment? The answer to that is our 3rd and final skill.
Skill number 3 is root cause analysis. And honestly, this is the superpower that separates the good managers from the great ones. It's what keeps you from just doing everyone's job for them.
So, when someone on your team is stuck, your first instinct, especially with all your functional expertise, is to just jump in and fix it yourself. But you can't do that. It doesn't scale. Your real job is to be a detective. Ask the right questions, dig deeper to find the real reason they're stuck. Find that root cause, and then empower them to solve it.
I absolutely love this quote. It just nails the mindset shift. You're not there to be a super salesman or a super coder or a super marketer. Your job is to build a team of superstars by coaching them and removing their roadblocks, not by just taking over their work.
Okay, so let's put it all together. Functional expertise, planning and execution, and root cause analysis. These 3 skills, they're the concrete foundation of being a truly effective manager, especially when you're just starting out.
That's it. It really just comes down to these 3 things. They're not flashy, they're not some abstract theory, but mastering them is everything. This is what's going to define your success.
So here is the main takeaway. Before you even think about those advanced leadership seminars, you have to nail these fundamentals. You got to build your house on solid ground.
Once you've got these 3 core skills down, then you've earned the right and you'll be ready to move on to the next level of leadership coaching.
And that kind of leaves us with one last question to chew on. Whether you're a new manager, you want to be one, or you're the one training them, is your organization focused on building the right foundation first? Because getting that right from the start, well, that makes all the difference.